Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It's your chemistry class and I'm your chemistry teacher here. Today, our topic of discussion is from chapter number 4, as you know, structures of molecules. And our topic of discussion is that the shapes of molecule. First of all, what is molecule? Molecules are the building blocks of matter, but have you ever wondered what gives them their unique shapes? Let's consider or explore the world of molecular geometry. First of all, what is molecular geometry? So, the molecular geometry is the three-dimensional arrangement of atoms within a molecule. It determines by the number of electrons groups surrounding a central atom. There are the several types of molecular geometry, including linear, bent, trigonal, planar, tetrahedral, and many more. Each shape is determined by the number of electrons, groups, and the types of bond between atoms. First of all, discuss about the first type of the molecular geometry, which is linear. A linear molecular geometry occurs when a central atom has two electron group. For example, is carbon dioxide. Now comes towards the second geometry of molecule is called bent molecular geometry. A bent molecular geometry occurs when a central atom has two electron groups and one or more lone pairs. For example, is water. Now, the third geometry is called as trigonal planar. A trigonal planar molecular geometry occurs when a central atom have three electrons groups. An example is boron trifluoride. Now, the fourth type of molecular geometry is tetrahedral. A tetrahedral geometry occurs when a central atoms have four electrons groups. An example, methane. All the shapes molecular geometries play a crucial role in determining the properties of molecule. Understanding the different types of molecular geometry help us better confirm the world around us. Now there are several factors which influence the molecular geometry. First, the type of electron, whether it is bond pair or lone pair, also influences molecular geometry. Lone pair occupy more space than bonding pair. That affect the molecular geometry because lone pair have high repulsion power than bond pair. Now, the second factor which is involved in to influence the molecular geometry is number of electron groups. The number of electron groups surrounding a central atom determine the molecular geometry. Now, the third factor is electronegativity. Electronegativity differences between atoms can lead to unequal sharing of electron, influences the molecular geometry. The fourth factor which is involved in geometrical molecular geometries is bond length and bond angle. The length and angle of chemical bond impact the molecular geometry. The last but not the least, the atomic size. The size of atoms can impact the molecular geometry, particularly in molecules with large atoms. There are some rules which we can follow to write a molecular structure. First of all, rule for selecting central atom. The atom which have least in number of that molecule must write in the central. Second, they have much larger size. Third, their atomic number is higher. Some elements like hydrogen and fluorine never be the central atom. They are arranged at the sides. Other than oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, carbon are the elements that should be central atoms. Why do atoms forms molecule? To complete their outermost shell. So after bonding, the octet of all the atoms must be completed and the duplet of hydrogen. I hope you like the video and you understanding about the structures of or shapes of molecules.